everybody, and welcome back to Monday Music with the TSLC staff. Ann and I are here again today with you, and we're glad that you joined us. As I was thinking about what song I might want to share with you today, I was just sort of thinking about how different our lives have become and how many emotions we go through in a day, from being happy to being, for those of us that get to be at home with our loved ones when we can't, to a lot of people feeling lonely in their houses, to being scared, to being frustrated, to being relieved when we know that we have our health as we see so many struggling, all sorts of different things. And so I wanted to just start out with a reading from Proverbs chapter 3, and it says, "My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart, for they will prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." There's a lot of leaning not on our own understanding going on these days, and we do have to have those times where we remind ourselves that we need God and we need to submit to God. And so the song that came to mind for me that I want to share with you today is "I Need Thee Every Hour." And I found in this book, Then Sings My Soul, it's a devotional book that uses hymns, the story of how this song came to be, and I'd like to share it with you. In his book, The Practice of the Presence of God, Brother Lawrence claimed to be as close to God while working in the kitchen as when praying in the chapel. The Lord, after all, is always near us. Thus, wherever we are is holy ground. That was the experience of Annie Hawks, a housewife and mother of 3 in Brooklyn, New York. As a child, Annie Sherwood had dabbled in poetry, her first verse being published when she was 14. In 1857, she married Charles Hawks, and they established their home in Brooklyn, joining Dr. Robert Lowry's Hanson Place Baptist Church. With the good doctor's encouragement, she began writing Sunday school songs for children, and he set many of them to music. "I Need Thee Every Hour" was written on a bright June morning in 1862. Annie later wrote, "One day, as a young wife and mother of 37 years of age, I was busy with my regular household tasks. Suddenly, I became so filled with a sense of nearness to the Master that, wondering how one could live without him, either in joy or pain, these words, 'I need thee every hour,' were ushered into my mind, the thought at once taking full possession of me." The next Sunday, Annie handed these words to Dr. Lowry, who wrote the tune and chorus while seated at the little organ in the living room of his Brooklyn parsonage. Later that year, it was sung for the first time at the National Baptist Sunday School Association meeting in Cincinnati, Ohio, and published in a hymn book the following year. When Annie's husband died 16 years later, she found that her own hymn was among her greatest comforts. "I did not understand at first why this hymn had touched the great throbbing heart of humanity," Annie wrote. "It was not until long after, when the shadow fell over my way, the shadow of great loss, that I understood something of the comforting power in the words which I have been permitted to give out to others in my hour of sweet serenity and peace." So, whatever feelings you happen to be experiencing today, I hope this song brings some joy to you and a good reminder that no matter what, God walks with us.